All right, session number 4. Whew. I hope that this course has been so helpful for you. Actually, I hope you've already been able to understand and take and implement some of the tools and techniques and thought processes that I've shared with you and put them into your work. Because when we do the work, really, the things that you're hearing, they're everywhere. This isn't new to me, and I'm hoping that it's only reinforcing what you already know about how partnerships can be successful. What we really need is the action to do the things that we're learning. So I hope that from our first course, where we talked about the why, understanding why we partner with who we partner matters. Because partnerships are hard. Again, expect a year to 3 years before you're really going to see a growth and scale and multiplication of your investment. You're going to need something that keeps you going when it just simply is hard. I hope beyond that, you begin to think through, how can I build out a mission statement that will help remind me and give me focus to the daily actions that I need to do. With 3 economic goals set over a period of time, again reinforced by that why, will give focus to you and to your team and really help know that you're moving the right way. Nobody wants a few months into a partnership or a year and a half into a partnership and say, what are we doing? I've been there. About a year into a partnership, I remember thinking back a moment and I thought, wait a minute. What are we doing? Wait, what are we working towards? Money? What? Okay, but how much? Or how many leads? Or what was that activity that we needed to do? Don't fall into that. Create a mission statement with 3 economic goals with a deadline, of course, enforced by your why. Then we talked about marketing. How do you invite your customer? Remember, partner manager, partner leader, partner enablement individual, whoever you are. Your customer is the partner. And so when you think about marketing, you have to think about, how am I marketing to them? Not to you, not to the customer. You have a marketing organization for that. But you do need to curate your external marketing collateral to the partner. Why? Because you got to first win the partner, then they'll introduce you to the customer. And that includes building out a brand script, a story, with understanding who your character is, what they want to accomplish, reminding them that you're a guide that's going to help them be the hero with a 3-step plan of how they're going to work with you, where then you invite them to take that next step, and then you paint the stakes and you remind them all of the opportunity it is to work with you. And of course, a little bit of bitterness there, just to remind them what it's like if they don't work with you. Hey, if partner, you don't work with me, your support's not going to be great. But when you do, we're going to make it so easy. We're going to close win sales all day long. You know what your value prop is based upon what the partner wants to achieve. So this class, this section is about helping the sales. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a reminder of the past class, but curated towards helping your sales team at the partner create a sales script. A tool that you can always remember is, how can you make the partner team successful? How can you make it easier for them to sell, market, enable, tell your story? What you can do is create these value proposition statements, these sales scripts, if you will, that they can copy and paste and blast out once they've trusted you. It's simple. It's a simple framework that builds upon the marketing framework that you've already built. Now again, when we think about sales, we want to help our partner be successful. So we always have to think in the context of when I'm equipping my partner with something for them to go sell our product, let's make it really easy. And it starts with the problem. Now, when you're a partner seller, you're trying to engage prospects or your existing book of business by identifying the problem. People buy when there's a problem that they need to solve. We don't buy things if we don't think that there's a problem. Think about it. You're bored? The problem is boredom. What do you buy? Your Netflix subscription. You're overweight because of Christmas goodies? You buy a treadmill. You need to collaborate and you need to lower friction and increase communication. I don't know, you buy Slack. I was trying to get there somehow. Reality is your shirt has a hole in it, so you go buy a new shirt. Even things that we don't need, we buy because we have a perceived problem. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to help your seller identify their customer's problem. And their customer's problem is going to be curated by your product's solution. Here's what I mean by that. You know what your customers' problems are. You do it. I hope so. Your direct team is solving problems every day. What you need to do is help your partner seller address those same problems. So you help create a statement that invites their customer into recognizing that this problem exists. For example, let's say we're going to sell a project management tool. It might start out with saying, you know how companies are always trying to increase efficiency and organize their projects and launch their ideas? That's it. Something very simple that says, hey, you know, like this problem, you know, customers have that problem. Oh yeah, great. The second step in that sales script is that you tell them who you are. We have a solution that can solve that problem. Now, the seller is not the solution in this case, right? They have it, it's your product, but you need to help them recognize that they need to communicate very clearly that the solution that you offer, the product, is going to address their customers' needs and their problem. You know how organizations really struggle to minimize project scope creep and lack the ability to understand the full scope or really get it across the line? Well, we have a solution that we've partnered with called Monday.com. Monday.com is a project management tool that adapts to your needs for your unique projects. Monday.com, by the way, does a ton of other things. You know it if you've used it. But you're trying to address one problem. And you're trying to help your seller recognize that when you focus on one problem, then you can provide a solution. So simplify your product's solution into how do we solve a problem? Because customers buy when they have a problem that they need to solve for. So first, we identify the problem. Then we state who we are. And we say what the solution is. Monday.com provides a unique, adjustable, modular experience for you to create the scope project management that you need, not only to keep it to your requirements, but also get it out on time. Awesome. Great. What's the next step? Well, we actually go back to what we did for our marketing tool and we say, well, it's actually really easy to engage with them. It's actually 3 steps. Now, you can say that, of course, or you can help share with your partner to tell their customer that it's really easy to work with Monday. Here's how we get started. 1, we schedule a demo where you get to see how the project how that you use it. 2nd, you get a free trial for 14 days. Step 3, you buy it. It's really easy to work with that company. First, we'll talk with Monday to understand your unique problems. Then, if it makes sense, we'll get you connected with a Monday.com free trial. Last, you'll purchase Monday.com and get out the door and start managing your projects today. The first 2 steps in this guide, in this plan, are always going to be low commitments. Why? Because people don't want to commit. We don't want to. But if you give them something that's like, oh yeah, I can take a 30-minute call for them to understand my needs. Yeah, sure, I'll take a demo. It doesn't cost me anything. By this time, you've gotten the second yes. And all negotiation books talk about you need 2 yeses because people are more likely to say yes after they've said yes a couple times. Lastly, you say, okay, then you're going to buy. So first, we've identified the problem. We've introduced ourselves as the solution. We've laid out the plan, 3-step plan, of course. And then now we redo something here from marketing. We paint the stakes. We tell them what's possible. Hey, no more balloon costs for your projects. You're going to release new product features every other week. You're going to actually be an agile organization. Your engineering team will collaborate and get things done 20% quicker, whatever it is that we can say is going to help them be successful. A little bit of salt, if you will, right? Everything is sugar and salt. Because if you don't, you're going to be experiencing the same pain that you have. Team members are going to leave due to disorganization. Leadership is going to be hounding on you to get things out the door. Customers are going to leave because they don't have the new features in a timely manner that they can rely on. Whatever it is. So we've painted the stakes again. We've told them what it's like on their problem side, what's possible on the solution. We've helped bridge the gap from problem to solution. And now we've done all of these things. And the last piece is the invitation. It's what we call the call to action. It's the buy now. Schedule a call today. Take the free trial right now. You need to create this 5-step process for your partner's sales team. As a partner leader, it is your job to help your partners position your product in the best light. And by the way, they're not going to do it on their own. They're going to say, we have a new partner. Do you want to meet them? And most people are going to say, no, I don't want another meeting. Why? Because they didn't identify the problem. They didn't position your product as the solution. They didn't help the customer see the bridge from their problem to the solution. They didn't agitate it by sprinkling in the problem statements and remind them of the opportunity that is the success. And they didn't give them an invite for a call to action. In fact, they skipped right to it and tried to just sell to make their quota. But what you want is to invite them and invite their customer into the journey, into the greater story where their problem is solved, where the customer is the hero, the partner is that guide. And you do that as a partner leader by equipping them with a simple sales script. All right, you have a partner, you have a product that you're selling. Do the work now, create the sales script, because if you don't, you know what's going to happen. They're not going to position you or your product in the best light. Only you can do that. And when you do, you'll multiply your effectiveness through your partners. That's what we want to do. Our partner programs will be successful when we simply enable and empower our partner teams with the tools they need to be successful. We're giving them a mission. We're equipping them with the marketing tools and marketing to them based upon their needs and their problems that they want to solve. And lastly, well, we have a couple more sessions after this. We're equipping them with the sales script that they need to engage with future customers. All right, that's it for today. Hopefully this one's a little bit shorter than some of the previous ones. Go out there, build your sales script, and we'll see you next time. Take care.